Ty and Beast call the plays, AI got the math. Fantasy winners, no looking back. It's Beast Law! Who runs the game? Beast Law! The Lil has spoken.
Welcome to Beast Law Fantasy Basketball. This is the first episode, and the purpose of this show is one purpose and one purpose only. That is to make you money in fantasy basketball. To help make that more possible for all of us, I'm bringing in a very special co-host. He is one of the most underrated point guards of all time in college basketball from the University of North Carolina. He played 9 NBA seasons. He played alongside prime Carmelo Anthony in Denver, prime James Harden in Houston. He is Ty Lawson.
What's up? What's going on?
Ty, you've played with a lot of amazing players, but growing up in LA, I grew up in the Kobe Shaq era, so I have to know, what is your go-to Kobe Bryant story?
Our go-to Kobe Bryant story. It's basically when we played them in the playoffs. I think it was my first year playing against the playoffs when Melo got traded. And I think it was game 7. I'm out there killing. I got about 30 points going into the fourth quarter. So when I sub back in, Kobe comes up to me and says, "I got him." I'm looking at him like, "I'm hot right now. You ain't guarding this." And he comes up to me and says, "You see them zebras over there? Let's talk about the refs." And he's like, "I'm going to foul you, and they're not going to call nothing. They're going to swallow their whistle. Watch. You're going to see what you really got." So I was like, "Man, get off me. I ain't worried about you." So next play, I come down. I give him a nice little crossover. I'm pulling up. I swear that he grabbed my right arm right in front of the refs. It was a blatant foul. Nothing. So I'm looking like, what is going on? So it was like down the last stretch. That's all he was doing was binding me up and everything like that. And then we ended up losing game 7 in LA. We was up though. But then he came up to me at the end of the game. It was like, as you can see, I have a picture on my Instagram where he's dapping me up like this. And he's like, "Man, I respect your game. Just keep it rolling. Keep it going. Because you're young in this thing, but you're doing numbers." So that's my number one Kobe story that I would never forget.
That is very cool. Do you feel like he taught you anything during that whole experience?
The mentality, he'd do anything to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how old he was at the time, but he came over to me. It was like guarding me. He told the best defender, Ron Test, "Get off me." I got him. So I mean, it just showed that how much he wanted to win his game. That's why I really respect it.
I love it. Speaking of the Lakers made a big move at the trade deadline that everyone has heard a million times by now. They got Luka. They gave away AD. Right away, first game, Anthony Davis got injured with the Mavs. Lakers now have a healthy Luka. Do the Lakers have enough to win it all?
I don't think so. Nah, they're not going to win it. They made that move for the future. They know LeBron's about to be out, and they have their star for the next 10 to 15 years. And I think it was a brilliant move by them. They'll still be competitive this year, but I don't think they'll win it all. But they'll definitely get deep into the playoffs. And you never know what will happen with Luka. You got LeBron, got some role players that hopefully can knock down shots. So if they knock down shots, they could make it to the finals, but I doubt it.
Yeah, Lakers got the bad end of the deal with the Charlotte Hornets. Mark Williams was supposed to come over, be their starting center. He didn't pass his physical. Now the Lakers don't really have a center. Jackson Hayes. What are they going to do against a team like Jokic and the Nuggets?
Listen, I don't know what they're going to do because any of the bigs, I mean, they're just going to have a big problem. But on the offensive end, they're going to have, one of the top 2 players in the league, top 10 players in the league. They're going to guard them. So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a mismatch on both ends, but I just don't see them being able to stop Jokic or limit him, and that's going to be tough.
Speaking of big men, Lakers first game tonight for Luka. They're going up against Utah. I think this is a perfect chance opportunity for us to do our first daily fantasy sports lineup together. You ready?
Sir, I think the Lakers do play Utah today, and Luka's back. Luka Magic is in the lineup, so it's going to be very exciting today. We can get into it.
Okay, so Lakers' first game is let me hear you break it down. What do you see happening?
Lakers' first game, I think they're going to have whatever they want. They got LeBron and Luka. They're gonna have the pick and roll. They're gonna have literally whatever they want. It's gonna be up to them to make shots. I think they're gonna blow Utah out, and I think Luka's gonna have a big first game when he's getting back.
Yeah, is Luka going to be passive in this game, or is he looking to put up a 50 spot?
Luka ever been passive, and that's Minnesota right now, so he's definitely going to put it up. I think he's going to try to come out with 40, 50. Ever since Dallas traded him, and it was like, spur of the moment, he didn't even know. He's pissed. So, yeah, I think he's going to put it up. He's going to go for about 40.
Yeah, they did it. They did him dirty. You know a lot about being traded. You've been traded a few times in your career. What do you think's going through a player's mind like Luka in this situation? First game with the new team.
I traded. I kind of asked for it, so I already knew it was coming. But you definitely want to put your best foot forward, especially like in a situation with Luka. He didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was blindside. He just bought a $15 million house in Dallas. So he's gonna come out pissed, man. Bull, seeing red. That's what he's gonna be on.
Okay, I love it. Is LeBron going to put up like his usual 30, 10, and 10 type of line?
I think he's gonna feed off of Luka from the beginning. Just make him a little bit comfortable. But I think he's gonna have a solid 25, yeah, 9 and 8. You know how he normally does. And Utah, they're not really too good.
Yeah, they need all the rebounding they can get from LeBron, especially with how small they are going up against Walker Kessler. What about Austin Reeves? Is he going to feed off of his breakout performance from Saturday?
I think so, but I don't think he's gonna have that 42 points. I think it was 42 points, but I think he's gonna have, a solid game, maybe 18, but he's not gonna have the ball in his hands as much. So I don't think he's gonna be as effective as he was in the last couple of games because Luka and LeBron balls go around.
It's a very good point. What about for Utah? They're kind of having an offensive identity crisis. They really don't know who the go-to guy is. Is there someone that you see having a big game for Utah?
The center's having a big game, either Walker Kessler or whoever starting point center is, because they're gonna have a lot of rebounds, offensive rebounds, and chance to get inside. So I feel like that would be a good pickup for today, and especially at how small team right
I love it. What about Jackson Hayes? Is he, they don't really have a lot of bigs. Walker Kessler's a mountain in the middle. Is Jackson Hayes going to be a nice player?
now. I don't think so. I don't think on this game he's gonna be a good player. Like he might get a couple blocks and a couple dunks, but he's not really consistent. You don't know what you're gonna get from Buddy. So that's why I would stay away from Jackson Hayes.
It's true. It seems like there's some games where he gets like less than 5 rebounds, even though he's the biggest guy on the Lakers roster.
He doesn't box out for real. He relies on athleticism. So basically, when he stand up tall, somebody just bumps him low on his low end. That's why he can't really get rebounds and get the right position to get rebounds.
What about someone like Jared Vanderbilt? He's been a lot of energy off the bench. He's almost been their sixth man.
I like him. I like him a lot. Just come off an injury, and then also he doesn't need the ball to score. He's going to be that guy's back cutting. He's going to be that guy getting those little easy buckets when they're paying so much attention to Luka and LeBron. So I think that he's going to have bigger and bigger games going forward.
I like that analysis for Vanderbilt. Will throw him on the squad. They got a rookie, Juzang from Utah. They like him. He's been inconsistent, but maybe in a blowout situation, he could put up a lot of shots.
Yeah, I think most of the bench players on both of these teams is going to get a lot of shots and a lot of opportunity because I do think it's going to be a blowout in the first game. So, yeah, if you have any bench player, Hussein, he's cool. He can get a couple shots up, and yeah.
How about Sensabaugh, his other running mate?
That's a ball. I don't know. I would probably pick one off of the Lakers. One of their players off the bench because maybe Dalton. He likes to put it up. He don't pass at all. So I think he's going to get big minutes and he's going to score a lot today.
Yeah, I mean they list him as questionable, but I'm sure he's just going to get right back in there after that whole incident.
He wasn't hurt, was he? He was just probably traveling back from Charlotte after the
Yeah, a lot to recover from. Okay, so then we have an option. We can either go Jazang or we can upgrade him to someone like Gabe Vincent.
I don't know. Gabe Vincent, he's been giving us too much, man. He's been chilling this year. Um, maybe let's go with Hussein.
Okay, sounds good. And Connect is a big sleeper. Okay, I think this roster looks good. Just so we know, we can upgrade Kessler if we want to Markkinen or Collins or Clarkson.
I might upgrade that to marketing.
Okay. Problem with Laurie though is he hasn't really been dominating like he once has, and Kessler really is being the like just picking up huge rebounds every single game. Like if you look at his game log, 22, 18 boards, 13 boards, 15 boards. And you made a good point about how Jackson Hayes doesn't block out and Kessler just literally camps underneath the rim.
Stay with Kessler then, because I think he don't rebound too much either. So I think it'll be a big game for Kessler. The law has spoken.
I am Sports Prophet. I was built by Beast to predict sports games. I finished in the 98.7 percentile on the ESPN NFL Bracket Challenge, where I had the Eagles defeating the Chiefs. I am ready for NBA. Los Angeles Lakers 118, Utah Jazz 105, Luka Doncic 62.5 DraftKings points in his debut, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, calculating the rest of the players. Complete. Now to put you all to rest, here is my squad. I must add, it would be a huge error to not have Gabe Vincent over Ju Zhang on the team you two made. You will thank me later.
Lawson and BEAST call the plays, AI got the math. Fantasy winners, no looking back.